And just a quick follow-up on the government. I know you had a tough comp. It did decelerate pretty materially in Q1 in terms of the growth. Can you give us your perspective on what's happening on the government side?
Well, there's a couple things that are happening there. So if you were looking at this more like from a scientific perspective, you had a time series that's 15 years. First thing you would do is say, okay, what's happening in that time series over the 15 years? What you see in U.S. Gov is a compounded growth of 30%, but like this, which is the positive of U.S. Gov is it's reliable, the sums are big, the quality of the revenue is very high. There are a number of problems, but biggest problem is barrier to entry, which we've clearly solved, and then re-barriers to entry, which we've solved or are solving, but that's going very well. And then the second one is lumpiness. Now that lumpiness still exists, and actually in some ways it's worse because to get the integral to grow, you need these massive deals. We also have small deals, but de facto we are on the biggest, most important parts of the U.S. government. Our software is. So there's really a twofold answer to your question. One, what will happen this year? Is the deceleration an actual one over a long time series? The answer is clearly no. But then the question is, if the baseline is 30, how does it get to where we want it, which was like the beginning of last year and not at the end of last year? And the way that happens is the deals we're already positioned to win actually close. And so then you get into the granularity of what will happen in the U.S. government, who gets the deals if there's no new budget. There's a lot of granularity there, which we should probably do a better job of sharing. But the short answer is it's like whose chair gets pulled first. The people are trying to enter the market last. So the new startups totally screwed because the people who are not sitting on crucial programs partially screwed. The people that have software or products that are useful in the past but have the right connections probably do. What's another version of this is if you just look at that chart I showed you with the CAGR on Foundry, these are the most important programs for a dangerous world. Now, can't go into all the details, but we used to debate with people, especially my academic friends, if the world was dangerous. The danger of the world being clear and present to the U.S. government is very protective. It doesn't guarantee that when this integral actually how it behaves, but it makes it much more likely that it'll happen in year and positively affect our revenue, which is another reason why I suspect that we will do well.